north. We're talking about Michigan, who actually won the Big Ten last year, went on into the playoffs. I forgot how long the run was. Was it 10 years, maybe 11 years or something since they've
Not long
won it?
enough. Yeah.
Not long enough.
Not
So
long
here's my
enough.
question. Here's my question about Michigan. We know Josh Gaddis leaves, goes to the Miami Hurricanes, and becomes the offensive coordinator there. Defensively, they still have oh my God, the guy from the Baltimore Ravens. What's it make?
He's not there.
He left too?
He went back to Baltimore.
Holy smokes. So anyway, I guess everybody left when they thought he was going to when Jim Harbaugh was going to the NFL. Everybody jumped ship. And
Yeah.
I thought he did. I thought he did a pretty good job. What's his name? McDaniel? No, not McDaniel.
Mike McDonald. Not Mike
McDonald.
McDonald, but I know who you're talking about.
You talking about the singer Mike McDonald, right? But anyway,
Man,
so,
yeah. Mike McDonald, yeah.
Mike McDonald. So here we are. So now here's what's interesting. We always know Jim Harbaugh has been his offense, those things. People have raised some questions about, was it truly Josh Gaddis' offense? Was it Jim Harbaugh's offense? I'm going to leave that to what that is. But I do want to ask this. He has promoted Sharon Moore, who is the offensive line coach, to a coordinator who actually won the Joe Moore Award for the Best Offensive Lineman Award, and Matt Wise, who was the quarterback coach, last year. And as I looked up Matt Wise's kind of resume, it's interesting. A lot of defense in there, right? He starts off in the pro leagues. A lot of, I think he was a GA at Stanford or whatever. Starts off in the pro leagues, gets on the the linebacker side of it, the DB side of it. And I only saw 2 years, I think he was an assistant quarterback coach for the Ravens, and that was 16-17. Comes in, he was the running back coach prior to that, and then gets the quarterback job. So what that kind of tells me, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, Jim Harbaugh is the quarterback coach in essence, right? And so he's kind of like the understudy, not to knock his role, but he's kind of like the understudy and makes him the co-offensive coordinator in that sense. So my question to you is, how do you think that affair, with an unbiased decision, how do you think that affair for the Michigan Wolverines this year? And listening to Jim Harbaugh talk about Cade McNamara having a good transition from season to spring.
If they don't start J.J. McCartney, then Jim should have went to the NFL. And that's no love lost against Cade, but you saw what happened when you put JJ in. It opens up the playbook. It opens up the offense more because he has this dynamic with his feet. And then Cade can throw a deep ball, but that's not what you're worried about. You're not worried about the deep pass with Cade. But JJ is the playmaker. Whoever called Ohio State's defense soft is so wrong for that. You're going to be proven wrong. You're going to be proven wrong week 1 against Notre Dame. That's all right. That's all right. But that's okay. That's okay. Still mad. That's all good. But no, it's still, like you said, it's still Jim Harbaugh's offense. My only question is, do they go to the spread more? Because if they spread the ball out more, then I think you have to have JJ back at the helm, because now you talk about the read option. And I think Gaddis may have had some sort of influence, when it comes to spreading the ball out, because they had the athletes. This is a great offense coming back with Donovan Edwards, Blake Corum, going to have a good quarterback at the helm, pretty good good offensive line. They got a transfer from UVA who was regarded as one of the top transfers in the portal. So, and, they got receivers out wide, maybe not as many as last year, but they definitely still have some talent. So, if Jim screws it up, it's because he's outsmarting himself. He's trying to, make it overly dynamic, but they really shouldn't have too much of an issue running the ball or even throwing the ball. It's just I think JJ's the quarterback unless something happens. And that's, like I said, that's not a knock against Cade, but JJ has a different skill set than Cade does.
Yeah, because I look at it real quick as I move on through this deal. Ronnie Bell was injured last year, had a season-ending injury. He comes back, if I'm not mistaken. I forget the young freshman. I think he was number 6, kind of tall, lanky dude. He was exciting. He was dynamic. He really stretched the field. And then you had Mikey Sanasteel, if I'm not mistaken, a little kind of a scat, as they always produce, the Wes Welker type cat that can get open through the middles and so forth.
Yeah, they we'll see how they use it, because they do have some big receivers. that can stretch the field. And then I can't remember his first name, but his last name is Anthony. He caught a touchdown against Georgia.
Yeah,
He's
that's
a
the young
speed.
guy I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, him. Yeah, he can stretch the field as well. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. And not a terrible recruiting class they brought in. I mean, they're, if they can develop, that's the thing. You can have 25,000 5-stars, but if you can't develop them, then it is what it is.
Yes. Justin, appreciate you. Says Cornelius Johnson, Andrew
Yeah,
Anthony. Thank you guys.
Andrew Anthony.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you. Yeah.
Appreciate you guys, man. And y'all moving fast. I appreciate y'all in the chat. CJ Mike says they have all their receivers coming back. One dude, Ballman, which he didn't do too much.
If I'm not mistaken, he was the one from Jackson State that transferred over.
Okay. All right. So perfect, man.
And then they have good tight ends too. Eric All, he's a talented tight end that can stretch the field. And, they'll be, like I said, the only way I see them screwing up is when they play Ohio State. That's number one. But just if they overcomplicate things on offense, just get the ball to your playmakers and let them make plays. And I think Jim can do that.